it's Amber from Amber Eats Books, and I'm here today to do the Would You Rather book tag. I love doing book tags, so this will be a lot of fun. I originally saw this video on a few channels, but the most recent one that I saw it on was Charlie Book Fanatic, so I'm going to link that down below as well as link the original creator, which was Ray K Books. Let's get started. Question number 1. Would you rather read trilogies or standalones? And I have to say, it's a really hard question. I love a good trilogy. I really think that you are able to build a world a lot better. You are able to develop the characters quite a bit more. You become more emotionally attached to the characters. But I do love a good standalone as well. Just a beautiful story all wrapped up in one book. But I guess for the sake of this question, I would rather read trilogies. Question number 2, would you rather read only female or male authors? Why are you doing this to me? I don't know if I can pick. I fell in love this year with Libba Bray with her Diviners series. So she's like my current favorite author of the moment, but my all-time favorite author is Stephen King. And I guess just because I have so many Stephen King books and because I've loved him for so much of my life, that I would have to go with male authors just so I could read him for the rest of my life. Sorry. Question number 3, would you rather shop at Barnes & Nobles or Amazon? I live kind of in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's not the middle of nowhere, but as far as big box stores, I don't have a big box bookstore near me. I only have a couple independent bookstores, which I love to go to and I do like to buy books at from time to time. However, the price tag is just a little too much for me. So for the majority of the time, I really only shop on Amazon. Question number 4, would you rather all books become movies or TV shows? I don't know. I will say I'm not a huge fan of movie adaptations of books. I really feel that most of the time they just don't encompass all of the book and all of the story the way that you hope that they would, because they have such a short time frame to kind of cram it in there. There are exceptions to that rule, but for the majority of the time I really don't like movie adaptations, so just by default I'll probably go with TV show adaptations. Question number 5, would you rather read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week? This question makes me laugh a little bit because if you have been watching my channel, you know I do my next 5 TBR. I read typically about 5 books per week, so I guess I would rather read 5 books per week. Question number 6, would you rather be a professional reviewer or a professional author? That's kind of hard. I think being a reviewer is, in my opinion, just my opinion, don't get mad at me or anything, in my opinion, is a little easier because you're just reviewing a body of work that someone did. Being an author is a lot harder. I mean, you're creating the story, you're editing it, you're putting it out there for the world to see. So I feel like that would be harder, but I feel like it would also be more rewarding. So I think I'd like to be a professional author. Question number 7. Would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books over and over or always read new ones that you haven't read before? Oh boy. This is a hard question too. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I love my favorite books, I really do, and I could read them over and over again. However, I love discovering new things and I love reading new authors and new books and new stories. So I guess if I had to choose between the two, I would always read new books that I haven't read before. Question number 8, would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? Since I was little, I dreamed of being a librarian, actually. I used to play library with my brothers. I would take, paper and make my own little checkout cards and stampers and things like that, and I always would give them late fees in real money. They would actually have to pay me, you know, like a penny or 10 cents or something like that. So not only was I making money, but I was also checking out some good books to them. And I just have to say my local librarians are fantastic and I love them. So I think for myself, I would rather be a librarian. Question number 9. Would you rather only read your favorite genre or read every genre except your favorite? This really isn't that hard of a question for me. I would rather read my favorite genre. If I'm stuck to reading only one thing, one set of books, one kind of book, I'd rather it be from my favorite genre because I never get sick of it. And question number 10, the last question. Would you rather read physical books or ebooks? And this one is an easy question as well because I only read physical books. I can't really read ebooks because it gives me a headache. I don't know why. And I just love the feel of a physical book. I love, you know, putting my bookmark in and seeing the pages and how much I have left. Seeing it on like the screen just doesn't do it as much for me. I have read a couple of ebooks, but it really just wasn't the same. So, excuse me, I was like having a little trouble there. It just really wasn't the same. So I would definitely rather read a physical book. Now, time for the tag. I don't know who has done this tag or who hasn't. I'm sure this tag has been around for a while. If you are one of my subscribers and you are watching, or a new subscriber, or someone who's just checking out my video for the first time and you haven't done this tag and you really want to, please, I tag you, go ahead and do it. But anyway, that wraps up my video for today. If you'd like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more bookish videos, please subscribe. And as always, happy reading.